home fans enjoyed it, the Newcastle fans far less so. It almost felt like Newcastle had waved the white flag before they even kicked off, and we'll get the thoughts of Jermaine Ginnis about that a bit further in just a few moments. But first, let's focus on the positives. Riyad Mahrez on the score sheet this evening, and let's hear from him. He's with Matt.
Yeah, that was easy, huh? That was a nice game.
Well, it's not easy, but we make it easy by scoring early in the game. Then after we have more control, and then we can try to score more goals.
Yeah, a lot of nice flow, like movement. Everybody playing together, teams working well.
Yeah, that's what we try to do every game.
Yeah. Why does it happen so much better here than away?
What's against Southampton?
Well, the last 3 games away.
Well, I think we played good, but we didn't have a chance. And luck in Southampton, we missed a lot of chances. Today we score, so that's the difference.
Yeah, and everybody wants to score. Everybody is scoring.
That's our team. Everyone can score, so everyone have a quality to score. So
double figures for you this season now, I think, for goals.
Yeah.
Is there a competition?
No, but obviously I want to try to help the team and try to score the most goals as I can.
And you need to keep this performance going maybe for quite a few more weeks now, because
of course,
Premier League, but not so much, but FA Cup and Champions League.
Yeah, you need to keep it up and keep working and keep trying to help the team to improve, and then so you arrive in the best form in an important game for us.
Yeah. Everybody wants to impress the manager, stay in the team.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There it is, the unbridled joy of winning a Premier League game, 5-0. Listen, he's more fun to watch on the pitch, and he was brilliant tonight. Man City were brilliant tonight. It almost feels like with everything that's going on, Liverpool winning the league and what's happened with UEFA, the players just feel they've got a point to prove.
Don't know about a point to prove, but then to their manager they have, because they want to be playing in the big games that are coming up. They're still in 2 competitions. They've got a great chance of winning both, and there's positions to play for. They've got to play for that shirt. And you saw today Mahrez double figures for the season. 5 players of 10 or above goals this season. I think it's a record for any team in a season. So they're on fire in that sense going forward. But their problems we've well documented at the back. Today they wasn't tested because they played against a very passive testimonial like Newcastle.
Okay, well, should we look at the goals, Jermaine? You can give us your thoughts on them.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think first and foremost, you just got to have to praise Manchester City, and no matter how many times you see City get into these types of positions, teams just don't know what to do with them. I personally think Kraft should come across there and try and help out Lazaro, but they do things so quick and so efficiently that you can't stop it. And obviously for Gabriel Jesus to get his goal was massively important. Another assist for David Silva, I think that's something like 89 in his career. It's been it was a fantastic display from them all. Carbon copy of the first goal here. This time it's De Bruyne picking out the man Riyad Mahrez, and when you look at it, there's part of you that thinks it looks too easy, and then there's another side of me that just thinks it's unstoppable. Because of just how quick they do it, and just the fine details in terms of the assists are, the real quality coming into the box. And it was just, even if you're a good team, you struggle to deal with it. I think this is just a little bit of bad luck from obviously Newcastle's point of view, but this bit here is quality. The quick thinking between Gabriel Jesus and Phil Foden is what opens up the chance in the first place, and then now it's a sheer panic from Richie, which obviously causes the problem. It was just wave after wave of attack that Newcastle were dealing with, and I don't know what you think, Rio, but I'd be asking my goalkeeper all kinds of questions here. This is not good enough, I don't think.
He just said to him, I'll stand over here and I'll give you all the space to put it into, it seemed. It was just, I'm sure a few of the Newcastle players will be shaking their heads looking back at him thinking, wow, how big was that gap that you left for him to put into? He didn't even go in the corner of the goal. It wasn't even like didn't have to be too precise. Just get it into a little area that he'd be able to hear. The keeper will have no chance. And this is what I said at the end of the game. This typified the way that David Silva played. The 91st minute, pressed twice, managed to win it on the second one, and Sterling comes on little cameo appearance, gets a goal.
91 Premier League assists for him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this guy, again, as I said, he'll be a Premier League all-time great. When you talk about the great midfielders down the years, Roy Keane, Vieira, Gerrard, Lampard, Toure, he's in the conversation.
And we talk so much more now, Jermaine, about approach and mentality and a sort of high-performance mindset. It should have been the Newcastle players shouting and hollering at the full-time whistle, yet David Silva is the one over there having a pop at the referee and his assistants, which I think just gives you all the insight you need into the mentality of the man.
Yeah, well, that's why David Silva's a world-class player, and I think that's why that dressing room performs and functions the way it is. Don't get me wrong, they have better players in their dressing room, and it can become demoralising for teams like Newcastle United and others that have been to the Etihad this season and been done 5s and 4s and 3-0s. But the demand that Pep Guardiola puts on his team, and for David Silva to still have that intensity about his game when they're winning 4 and 5-0 at the end of his Manchester City career, I think, like Rio just explained, he's going to be one of the best and one of the greats we've ever had in the Premier League.
Well, let's hear from his manager then. Here's Pep Guardiola with Matt.
Pep, Manchester United and Manchester City performance. Good one.
Yeah, good one. Seriously, and 3 more points.
What did you like about the way your team played?
Everything. The commitment and we play good and the same level that the last game. So a good performance, and today we scored goals that we missed the last game.
Yeah, is it literally that the difference, the performance and the flow, the rhythm, everything's good? You just score goals here, you didn't?
Yeah, it was quite similar. We created more chances at the game against Southampton, but we could not convert. But the team is always there. We are preparing for the game at Arsenal in Madrid.
Yeah, lots of good flow, lots of players asking questions of you to be in the team. They all want to be in your team.
Yeah, everyone wanna play, but they know. So they play. I try to let them play as much as possible, all of them. They deserve it, and I don't want to select just 11 players. And we try to convince them that all of us we're going to achieve what we are ahead of us this season.
And we don't hear from him much, so maybe one word on the captain, because 10 years coming to an end, sadly not in front of the fans, but he deserves some credit and recognition, David Silva. He's a hell of a footballer.
Performance today I've done. I think the last games too, the last game against Southampton, the level he's having, I think is the best of this season, and he's playing really, really good. And the fans are not here, but he's coming back to make the farewell game from in front of all the fans, because he's an incredible legend. He's a guy who he's a huge competitor in smaller spaces in the pockets. And I never saw a player like him.
No, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Stephen Manaman was talking about them as favourites for the Champions League. What do you think?
I'm not sure if they're favourites, because I think defensively it's going to be their Achilles heel maybe. I think if they can all of a sudden pull a rabbit out of the hat and pull a world-class defender alongside Laporte, then they might have a chance, but I don't see it's not going to happen. So I think there's a chance, because they create so many chances, as we always see, and they've got some clinical players up front. But Bayern Munich come off the back of winning the league, Lewandowski 50-odd goals this season, 2 wingers providing all sorts of chances. So I'd say Bayern Munich at the moment are my favourites.
Okay, very quick, and you can't ask for more than that from a manager when your side gets beaten. Absolute honesty, Jermaine, from Steve Bruce. Matt said there he might have learned a bit about the players who were missing. I think he also perhaps learned a bit about some of the players that played tonight as well.
Yeah, I think more so, the second part of that, Jake, the players that were actually on the pitch. It was an opportunity for those players, to go and impress the manager. Was just having a conversation there with Pep Guardiola about the amount of that their players are desperate to get into the team. Well, I felt that there was too many performances in that Newcastle side that were just coasting, that was playing a game that was, the season's finished, we're safe and everything's okay. And I put myself into Steve Bruce's shoes, and with the takeover kind of talks continuing, you would hope that in his mind those players still continually need to impress him even for next season, for that club to keep moving forward. So I'm sure he'll have a lot to say in training, but they've had a really good season, so we'll leave it as that.
All right, Jermaine, thank you for your company this evening. Rio, thanks for being with us tonight as well. Just a quick reminder for you Manchester City fans, the draw for the quarters and the semis of the Champions League coming your way Friday at 11 o'clock. Saturday from 11, we're back with early kickoff. We'll see you then. Have a great rest of your week. Good night.